Team, welcome to your Friday, Monday, Wednesday, week 49. Week 49 program design review. Yes, there's only 52 weeks in a year. It seems like we've been, we're coming down towards the end of the year. Hey, let me know if these are helpful to you. I'd appreciate some feedback in our group. Last week we did not do that because of Thanksgiving. I really didn't see where it had impacted the training not to have these. So I always have to decide where to spend my time, and I will spend it on these if it's helpful to you and it makes you a better coach and gives our customers a better experience. But if it does not, please help me to free up some of my time so I can spend it more wisely. All right, so there it is. As always, the yellow highlights are your suggested purpose, giving you an idea for warm-ups, giving you a purpose at each station, things in red, maybe some fun that you can plan. This is just to get you thinking, right? I hope that you think beyond even what's here. And then, of course, the green highlights are when there's like a station that you should start with. And this week it's because it's new. I started highlighting this blue. I did not put a message in there yet, but when I when we get to the end, we'll just cover that together. The idea is how can you not only move their body, but move their soul, give them a positive message, right? Okay. So starting with exercise, well, after the energy lineup, right? Lets you help people get to know one another and connect to your community. Starting with exercise number one, dumbbell, single leg deadlift, single arm row. You're watching for spine alignment. You're challenging the weight. It's always fun when your co-coach is like, doing a little bend. Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt, right? So you can have some fun with that. Bosu quick switch lunge to a lateral hop. Of course, you're challenging the pace with that as a quick switch and then a lateral hop over the Bosu. With all lunges, you want to keep their torso upright and challenging that range of motion. There's also power, really jumping through it. Kettlebell chest press with the alternating leg extension. Not only challenging the weight, but making sure they're focused on pressing the low back into the floor because that's a very healthy thing. You could come along and try to slip your hand in between their low back and the floor, and you should not be able to get it in there. You should not be able to get a piece of paper in there. Then they got a good position, right? How does that happen? Well, you have to kind of contract your abs like a crunch to get that posterior tilt. All right, so that may be something that you want to cue them to do. Agility ladder, plyo, icky, shuffle, box jumps. Of course, that's a pace exercise. You monitor those ladders, right? If they mess up the ladders, it's a burpee. Well, why is it a burpee? Because it's an agility ladder. So it's very important where they place their feet. You may play the NFL song when you demo that because it is the Icky Shuffle, named after Icky Woods. You might want to use some footballs. When you toss them the football, they're adding burpees to their ladder experience. And then we have some new ones this week. The first one is the TRX thoracic opener. What I would encourage people to do in our situation is going to be the kettlebell exercise. It's before the TRX, but regardless, we have a couple mobility exercises this week that can really kind of slow your heart rate down, but also be very good for you. Like, who doesn't need more mobility, right? More flexibility in their life. So I would definitely be encouraging the people to go all out in their station just before they get to this one, right? Because this one is going to be a time where you can slow it down and take advantage of like that stretch and add some mobility to your body. In this case, you're going to add some thoracic mobility, which is good for your shoulders. Just good to open up those internal rotators. We get impingements because we're always internally rotated, right? We're typing at the computer, driving, maybe poor posture. So this is really good for people to help open up and can even help to eliminate some shoulder issues. Okay. So then round two, you got your dumbbell kneeling squat. You're kneeling and then you're overhead pressing. So you can challenge the weight on that one. High plank to a front raise, challenging the pace fast as you can. Goblet squat to reverse crossover lunge, a real booty exercise, right? So they're going to get low in the squat. They're going to get low in the crossover. You might even decide that you're going to play that song, get low, get low. That's always fun. Just that's to the window, to the wall. But whatever you guys decide is appropriate for your facility, that has been a fun song around here with some of our 5:15 a.m. crew. Ladder plyo scissors to single leg step up, challenge the pace. Then we have that next mobility exercise where it's a really good hip stretch. So in our case, they would have just come from a good challenging exercise of the squat over to the reverse crossover lunge. So if I can encourage them to get low and have a good pace, this one, they're really going to be able to stretch that out. coach it, see who it's for. You definitely want to start them off to where they're almost upright and just feeling that stretch a little bit, because some of our older folks, we don't want to pull in any muscles by going too intense with it, pull their hip out of place or something, right? Core supersets is your finisher. So you go from a 6-inch hold to core pulses to a side plank crunch. This other plank that's a contract release, it's like from the plank position, imagine you're pulling your elbows towards your knees, right? You're getting that type of crunch in that plank. And then finally, you can just end with like a great holiday message, right? That, like, for example, this is something that we just did on a podcast for Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had a chance to listen. If not, I'll just share one piece of it with you right now. What if the best gift that you can give someone this year is your presence? Yeah. Right? Like, how checked out are we all the time? Is the last thing that you touch at night before you go to sleep your phone, and first thing you touch in the morning your phone? And are you sitting with your family members and then checking out on your phone? Right? So maybe challenge your group. Say, hey, there's statistically, most people, the first thing they touch in the morning is their phone, last thing they touch at night. And there's a lot of people having phones at the dinner table. And this is a time to connect. Sometimes connect with people that you haven't seen all year or haven't seen for years. So the best gift you might give someone this season is your presence. Little play on words there. Well, there it is, guys. I hope that helps you. And like I said, please let me know that it does. I want to spend time on the things that are helpful, and I can spend time on other things where I have a greater impact if I don't hear back. You don't have to feel like you're telling me, I already got this, it's fine. If I don't hear back, then I'm gonna probably not be doing these anymore. Okay. So if you tell me it's helpful, I'll keep doing it. Thank you.